Tammy Bruce is a radio host and president of Independent Women's Voice. She joins us tonight. Tammy, thanks for coming on.
Always
I sense a theme here. Politicians on the left, they announced some new initiative. I can't remember the last time one of their ideas made life better for voters.
Not even neutral, right? They make things worse. You'd hope for some ambivalence, right? But yes, the theme is that we live in dumb times because the liberals control so much. But Justin Trudeau, it's interesting. He must know, he seems to be a man of the world, that 90% of the plastic in the world's oceans come from 10 rivers. This is according to the World Economic Forum. 8 of which are in Asia. 2 of those rivers are in Africa. It's from no rivers in Canada is this issue. So this is the problem with like a national narcissism. This belief that we're responsible for everything that's happening. The fact of the matter is Canada isn't, and neither are we. And yet it placates people when you're telling them, if you don't get your plastic fork, you're saving the whales. He opened his speech, Tucker, by saying, what do I tell my children? And it's a horrible thing. We all love to see animals. When a whale is found dead and there's plastic in its stomach, if the Canadians, which, this is China. What you would do is go talk to China about these issues and tell China to stop using plastic bags and straws. But they're not. But the Canadians could actually stop killing hundreds of thousands of baby seals every year. But they don't want to do that. And yet that could be a serious conversation that the Canadians could make a difference on. So this is classic, and it's national narcissism. We all want to solve the problem, and I'm against this because it gives the false impression that we're doing something about the issue when the issue is in China primarily.
Exactly. Well, that's right. And in fact, there are parts of Canada that have been totally destroyed by mining practices that continue. If you really care about the environment, maybe you'd rein in the nickel mines or whatever, but they're not. It does seem like this is a very specific audience he's aiming at, a kind of affluent, well-educated group who thinks everything is about them and want policies to make them feel virtuous.
Right, exactly. That's something you can do in your day-to-day life without being too bothered necessarily, but you're sacrificing that the struggle is real, Tucker. And they're sacrificing because what are you going to do about that straw that you can't quite wash in the sink? But you're sacrificing in that regard. This is the absurdity of what we think it is we're doing. There are real things we can do. And even like there's a store that was trying to get people to not want plastic bags in Canada. So he was putting really ridiculous logos on them, like the colonoscopy co-op. And you'd have to carry that around your town. And he thought people wouldn't like that. The Canadians loved it because it was like so unique and like limited editions. And they wanted to collect all of the stupid plastic bags. So look, this is, Canadians, Americans, the Western world, we're entrepreneurs. We have enough information to know how to make a difference. This is a distraction, and it's shameful, and it's what the left does, and it's why things get worse with all of their policies because they never make a real difference in addressing the real issue.
Consistently worse. That's right.
Yeah,
and if you thought that was insightful, there is more. Tammy has a new weekly show on Fox Nation called Get Tammy Bruce.
Yay!
New episodes come out every Tuesday. We'll be watching. You should too. Tammy, thanks a lot for that.
Thank you very much.